a mom who's terrified of her 9-year-old daughter. So.
You're biting me! Stop it! You are biting me!
I'm terrified my 9-year-old daughter will either end up killing herself or someone else. As a young child, Mackenzie seemed sweet and perfectly fine. When she turned 5,
Okay, so at 5 years old, your kid's supposed to be going to school, meeting your friends, and this 5-year-old was turning bad.
her behavior completely changed. She became more angry and difficult.
People don't know I'm exaggerating.
As Mackenzie became older, her behavior has gotten more extreme. It is the worst it's ever been.
Don't forget, I'm always
Fighting with her mom or whatever she's doing, because that looks pretty much weird, because her mom doesn't seem like she's actually trying to help. The only thing she's doing is just recording. Okay, I don't know what's actually going on, because she's just fighting with her mom, but then it's extremely fighting, so.
Her behavior has terrified her younger brother, Caden. One time, we were coming back from vacation Bible school and Mackenzie had clogged Caden's eye simply over she wanted to be in the front seat. Mackenzie has told me she wants to die. So when we were at my sister's house, Mackenzie ran into a busy road and just stood there, just holding her arms out. She'll say, "I want you to die, bitch." But then after the fact, she'll say, "Mommy, I'm so sorry. I love you. Please forgive me." Parenting Mackenzie is very exhausting.
Who in the world calls their mom a bitch? I don't even call my mom a bitch. We fight a lot, but I never call my mom a bitch. So this is kind of weird, because it's like there's something going on in her mind, but then she doesn't know that. Like, does she ever come back to her senses or something? Because I feel like this is just like everyday behavior.
The fact, she'll say, "Mommy, I'm so sorry. I love you. Please forgive me."
Okay, so she actually said, "I love you, Ben. I'm sorry." Ben. Yeah. Okay, this is a periodic thing. Because if she says sorry after doing all this, that means it's a periodic thing. It happens at a specific time, specific way, and a specific, like, what do I say? It happens at a specific time frame. It's not like something that happens like once or like the whole day. So this is difficult, especially for a parent who is trying to help her kid. And usually when kids have these kind of problems, you can't really help in a way, because you don't know how to help. Because the kid won't tell you like what's going on when they do this, because they don't know what they are doing when they do this.
Parenting Mackenzie is very exhausting. Mackenzie's father and I split up a number of years ago. I wish he would help more and get more involved. As a single parent handling all this, it's beyond overwhelming. Mackenzie has...
Her dad doesn't know about this? Because they separated? I mean, even if you separate, like, your dad should know what's going on. The dad should know what's going on, because if it's hard for the mom to take care of the kid by her own, the dad should be there, even if they're separated. Like, this is the kid's life, which is this is the kid's life that's at risk, not just any life.
Been diagnosed with ADHD, ODD, and disruptive mood disorder. Mackenzie has seen 5 psychiatrists and 3 therapists over the years, and has been on a minimum of 25 medications.
25 medications? For what? The ADHD and the ODD and the disruptive mood disorder? Did they actually find out? Like, did they actually like go to a doctor and just ask, and then the doctor was like, "Oh, she has ADHD, whatever." I don't really know, but let's just continue watching.
Medications. There's not a current treatment plan for Mackenzie. Recently, we had an MRI scan done and the results revealed no problems. I'm very frustrated because it seems nobody knows what's wrong with Mackenzie. And I'm afraid as she gets older, her behavior is only going to get worse. I know Mackenzie's never going to be perfect, but the torment that I go through every day just can't continue.
I don't really know what's going on. I'm trying to figure out what is wrong with this kid, but I just can't find out, because I watched this video like 5 times and I don't really like understand what's going on with her. Let's just hear what Dr. Phil says, because they came to Dr. Phil to tell Dr. Phil about this. So.
Lisa, I'm glad you're here, and I think before this is over, you're going to be really glad you're here. Your fear is that this has gone so far that your child's going to kill herself or somebody else.
Absolutely.
Do you think she could hurt you, her little brother?
She has.
Do you think this child is...
I thought the first saying, does she think her kid is evil? Because as a mom, she would never think her kid is evil. I mean, who thinks their kid is evil? Because everyone thinks their kid is normal, the kid is happy, the kid goes to school, you know. They never really think that the kid is evil. But according to the possessed side, I am also thinking she might be possessed, because you never know what happens to kids, because kids don't say anything. They're never really open at this age. Like 9 years old, you don't really have a serious conversation with the kid unless it's just you and the kid fighting. That's a serious conversation at this age.
evil? Do you think? What do you think?
Sometimes in the moment, I think she doesn't know what she's doing, but then the aftermath, like if, for instance, standing in the middle of the road, she knows, she will tell you, hey, if you stand in the road, it's not safe, but...
Okay, so the mom's saying that she also thinks that she might not know what she's doing. Because, yeah, I think it's good that the mom knows that the kid knows that, you know, standing in front of the road when cars are moving is wrong, or fighting with her mom is wrong. Because if she says sorry, that means she knows. But then, at the moment when it's happening, she does it anyway, or she doesn't know what she's doing. I honestly feel like she doesn't know what she's doing, because there's a difference in the spiritual and the physical world. Okay, I don't wanna act, or I don't wanna sound as if I'm crazy, or I don't wanna sound as if I'm too into like stuff, but there actually is a difference between the spiritual and the physical world. Because physical world is like the normal stuff that we do, you know, working, going to school. But then the spiritual world is kind of like, because everyone knows they have a soul. It's kind of like our souls connecting with other souls, you know. So who knows? Maybe she might be really possessed, because we're actually, okay, I've never gone through this before. Okay, I feel like I have, but when you are controlled by a demon, at my age, full understanding is that you don't know what's going on. It's like the demon has taken over your soul and is controlling it at that time frame, you know. So I feel like the kid doesn't know, but then she's doing this stuff. But then after when it happens, she comes back to the physical world after the war that was in the spiritual world. The war is actually between her fighting the demon that's trying to torment her soul in front of God, who is, you know, above everything. So I don't know, like, I'm lost.
She will do so anyways in the moment, not caring what happens.
And when we're talking about her behavior, we're talking about some pretty deviant behavior here.
Every day.
She's violent to animals,
Yes.
right? She's kicked the dog. She's hit a pet rabbit that you've had. I mean, we're talking about aggressively here. She watches inappropriate sexual videos on YouTube, and she knows this isn't. She smashed the TV, DVD player, and tablet. She sits in the middle of the road. We talked about that. She bangs her head against the wall and the floor.
It takes everything in me to physically restrain her for her own safety, as if like I was fighting with a grown woman or something. Like
Okay.
So this is a hard one, because when she says she's fighting a full woman, that means now we have another thing. When she does this thing at the moment, she gains more power, which is a big problem.
And you say she gave a poisonous packet to a friend of hers to taste.
Okay, where did she get this poisonous packet? Is it like from those things that are usually written do not eat, or, you know, do not eat, or usually keep like away from like the reach of children? Is it that kind of vibe? Because I feel like if the mom didn't know that she took this, that means she didn't know. That means that means the kid took it from her. That means Mackenzie took this without her mom knowing and went to school and gave it to a friend during the moment. So that means she actually did this, like maybe she actually like departed from home knowing that she's carrying this thing, and there was actually the spirit that was going on at the moment, but her mom didn't see. Dropped her off at school, you know, bye bye, have a good day at school, you know, be nice. and then she gave it to her friend during the moment.
Just something you're not supposed to eat.
Right.
Okay, and she threw scissors at a teacher and cut his face.
His forehead, yes.
Yeah. She's head-butted the school bus monitor. Was he or she trying to control her, and she head-butted, or what?
She was throwing papers out the bus window, and she was like, you need to sit down, and then that's all it took. She started getting up and trying to fight with the monitor, and she was restraining her, and then that's when she said, bam, and just right in the...
I mean, honestly, as a parent, what are you supposed to say when you hear that your kid head-butted the school bus monitor, or fought at school, or threw scissors at a teacher? I mean, when they ask you, what do you think about your kid? You don't really know what to say because you weren't there. Like, you don't know what your kid was doing. You were not at school. You know, you didn't see her head butting the school monitor. So, I honestly understand her pain because she doesn't know when this happens at school because it's at school. Maybe at home she's able to help her, like when she bangs her head at the wall or something. Maybe at home she sees it, but at school it's kind of a different story. So I feel like I understand her when she says she's speechless when her teachers or anyone at school tells her about this.
In the car before, and you say she grabs the steering wheel, and tries to crash the car.
That was less than a week ago. She just grabbed the wheel and said, I hate you, I want you to die, bitch.
So she swears, punches, bites.
Yeah.
Okay, so I feel like she's always trying to hurt the people around her, you know? So, okay, wait. Before I actually talk about this, I feel like, during my knowledge, I honestly feel like, okay, this is a video from like 4 years ago. If this is actually a spirit or like a possessive spirit that is possessing her soul, it might be trying to send a message out. It might be trying to tell the people around her. It says, I want to kill you, or I'm gonna, like, I hate you to her mom, or she calls her mom a bitch. It's either it's actually trying to hurt her family or anything around her. Okay, this usually happens when, okay, I'm not a spiritual I'm not a spiritual expert or anything, but I'm just saying that usually happens like when your parents or anyone from your family did something bad or was involved in something that is not okay, and then this thing comes back to the new generation, which is her, Mackenzie, and is trying to hurt everyone around her.
Yes.
All right, and you say she's actually tried to turn over the crib with the baby in it.
She tried to turn over the crib, but she did not. But her intention was to flip that crib.
The diagnosis is, they've told you this is ADHD, oppositional defiant disorder, conduct disorder. They've just given you a number of diagnoses, all that have to do with disruptive behavior.
Yes.
Okay, this is the end of the Dr. Phil video, but I'm honestly gonna say that I feel like this mom, okay, even if it's not like recent, even if it's an old thing, I feel like if this was a recent thing, or if this still happens, because right now she's probably like, what? She's probably 13 or something, almost my age. I honestly feel like she was like supposed to like go see like a pastor or like a spiritual healer or something. I'm not saying that she should go like do like witchcraft and stuff. I'm just saying that she should have seen like someone who's like more experienced about like spiritual stuff, so that you can actually like connect and actually find out what is wrong with her, you know? Because no one knows right now. No one knows what's wrong with her. No one knows what's going on with her. So I honestly feel like she was supposed to like connect to a spirit, because that's the thing that's like thing, and then try to find out what is going on with her. Like, what is this thing that tries to own her body and own her soul whenever she does this kind of stuff. And I honestly like feel really like painful. I feel very sad for the family and the kid, because this is a hard thing to go through, because you never really know. You feel helpless as a parent, as a relative, or as like anything to this kid. If you're really related to this kid, you actually feel happy, but you actually feel helpless. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you like this video, subscribe, and turn on post notifications, and make sure you comment down below whatever you want to comment. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. I love you guys. Keep yourself pretty. Bye.